We are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Let's see here. What's happening here? We are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Let's see here. What's happening here? We are live. Hello, everybody. Let me mute that. Hello, everyone. Let's see here. So, go ahead and say hello in the chat. There we are. And tell me where you're from. I would love to know where everyone is tuning in from. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to give it some time for people to jump on. Hi, Gail. Hi, Philip. I wish I could see your faces. I've got two laptops going, so that's what that's about. Southern Alberta. Hi, Lynette. Hi, Dawn. There's my South Dakota. That's right. I remember. Oh, you're back. Jay from Rhode Island. I've been to Rhode Island. Block Island, Rhode Island, as a matter of fact. A nice place. Very fancy. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for jumping on, everybody. I've never been to Cascade, Maryland. Where is that? Hello from New York. Reiki Shakti. Welcome. Jay Rivera from New Jersey. How's the weather on the East Coast? I'm in Austin, Texas, so I don't think it's as cold, but maybe not. Maybe not so cold on the East Coast. Just waiting for people to jump on. I've got 3 o'clock on the dot East Coast time, 2 o'clock Central time over where I am. Cold. Okay, so we need a warm cup of tea or something warm as we sit through together. I know it's got to be cold in South Dakota. I don't miss those. Don't miss that below zero with a wind chill factor. Oh my gosh, 32 degrees. Hello, Sharon from New York. Sandra Gray from Vancouver Island, Canada. Hello, hello. I think I'll give it a couple more minutes. It is Friday the 13th. I don't think of Friday the 13th as a bad thing. And how did anyone thinking about how the time has gone by? Where did 2024 go? We are, 31 degrees. Oh yeah, no. We're about 60 degrees here in Texas. I'm seeing some familiar names here and places. Thank you for joining. I'm going to see if my team is there. Landoff, are you there? I'm calling out Landoff, seeing if he's there. Want him to say hello. There's Landoff. Okay. 20. Oh my gosh. Okay, you win, Sharon, so far. 21. What about in Canada? Is it cold in Canada? I guess it depends on where. 21. You beat everybody. Okay, we're gonna wait a couple more minutes. Give people time to log in. There's Landolph. Hi, Landolph. My team. We're a small and mighty team doing these things. While we're waiting. Oh, okay, 19. Now you win, Gail. 19 degrees. Okay, you win. Gail wins. You know what I'm going to do while we're waiting for folks? We're going to give it about one more minute, maybe 2:04, 2:05, at 5 minutes after the hour. Put in the chat what you're grateful for. Put in the chat what you're grateful for. Let's start with some gratitude. What am I grateful for? I am grateful to be here with all of you, really. And I'm grateful to get to end the week with this and all of you and talking about the Akashic Records. That's what I'm grateful for. All my blessings. Yes, Jay, I love that. Absolutely. Oh, my warm home. Yes. Blessed to have a home, right? To be in a home. Warmth. Yeah, you finished all your Christmas shopping. That's important. That's midway. Being alive another day. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. Amen to that. I always say, God wins. Hello from Florida. Hi, Joan. Okay, Florida. It must be nice and warm in Florida. Sharon is grateful for my home. I love it. Joan, we were talking about what we were grateful for. I had people put it in the chat if you want to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to get started in 1 minute. We've got quite a bit of information to cover. If you see me looking down, looking at the chat, oh, grateful for angels and the universe choosing me. I love that. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thank you all for being here. And I'm excited. Hello, everyone. It's been a while since our last session. If you were at the last session, we talked about the Merkaba. And I'm so excited. What's the light behind me? It is, it's a salt lamp that I have. It's a salt lamp that I have. Grateful for opportunities like, oh, I love it. A salt lamp that's got different lights going. But yes, our last session was with the Merkaba. And so if you were there, welcome back. And I'm excited to dive back into this fascinating topic of the Akashic Records. And today I want to explore this subject a little bit more in depth. We'll talk about the Akashic Records, what they are, how to access them, what they can reveal, and how they can profoundly impact our life. Grateful for this day in warmth. Amazing. It's amazing to see the interest in this topic because it's grown over time. More and more people are discovering the Akashic Records. And that's why I am thrilled to host this session today. Whether you're completely new to the concept or you're already familiar, there's always something here for everyone. Today, we'll take a journey through the Akashic Records, sometimes called the Universal Library or the collective unconscious. It was a term coined by Jung. It's a space filled with profound wisdom and potential. By the end, you'll understand how to use this tool to uncover your life purpose, resolve karmic patterns, and even explore your future possibilities. Okay. I'm also going to share how I first connected with the Akashic Records and how they helped shape my life. We'll touch on concepts like karmic debts, soul fragments, spiritual gifts, and the healing processes that the records can offer. There's so much to cover, and I think you'll find it as exciting as I do. The Akashic Records go by many names, like the Universal Library, the Book of Life, or even the etheric plane. If this is your first time hearing about them, don't worry. I'll break everything down step by step. And if you're already familiar, this will be a great chance to deepen your understanding. There's a lot of information to cover, so if you have specific questions, hold on to them, jot them down in a note, and then you can send an email and we'll get your questions answered in that format. My goal is to make this experience as accessible for everyone, whether you're a beginner or more advanced in your spiritual journey. Let's talk a bit about why this moment is so special. We're completing the end of the year and we're just a couple of days away from the full moon. The full moon is on Sunday the 15th, and that energy is very strong. The full moon is a wonderful time to work on our spirituality, set intentions, or even perform rituals that align with your growth. That's why I'm so excited to hold this session now. It feels like the perfect opportunity to prepare and get ready to tap into this powerful energy together. Before we begin, make sure you're comfortable. Grab a drink of water. I've got mine. Maybe you want a cozy blanket, especially for those of you in the cold weather, maybe not in Florida. And perhaps something to take notes with if you'd like. I always encourage people to jot down their thoughts and insights during a session like these, because you never know what might resonate or spark inspiration. So, who is this session for? If you're someone who's curious about spirituality, which I imagine all of you are, otherwise you wouldn't be here, someone who feels drawn to explore new topics, or who simply wants to gain a deeper understanding of yourself, then you're in the right place. Maybe you felt different from others or have questions about your purpose, your relationships, or even your past lives. These are all areas where the Akashic Records can offer profound insights. If this resonates with you, then I think you'll find this session deeply rewarding. We'll explore how the Akashic Records can help you make sense of the patterns in your life, understand your soul's journey, and connect with the larger spiritual picture. That said, this session isn't for everyone, and I want to say this in a way as like a disclaimer, because it might not be for everyone, right? So if you're someone that's not open to growth, if you're skeptical about spiritual tools, or if you're not interested in working with kindness and integrity, that might not be the right session for you. Again, like I said, probably not anybody here, okay? But I just want to throw that out. The Akashic Records requires an open mind and a respectful approach. They're not a tool to be used lightly, and the insights they offer come with responsibility. During our time together, we'll focus on several key topics. Understanding your life purpose and how the Akashic Records can guide you toward it. Exploring karmic patterns and how to work through them to unlock new possibilities. Discovering and integrating your spiritual gifts and abilities. Finally, learning how the Akashic Records can be a powerful tool for healing and transformation. I am so excited to share this knowledge with you now. Let's get settled in. Get comfortable and begin this journey into the Akashic Records together. Let me start by sharing a little bit about my own personal journey with the Akashic Records. It all began a few years ago during a period of my life when I was struggling with very challenging relationships. I had just ended one in particular, and it was a very painful chapter in my life. And I found myself feeling lost, completely unsure of who I was or where I was headed. I turned to yoga, meditation, and spirituality, searching for answers and just a sense of peace. During this time, I experienced what I can only describe as a spiritual binge. I devoured every book I could find on spirituality, attended countless workshops, and threw myself into self-discovery. In hindsight, I realized this intense search was my way of trying to make sense of my life and searching for healing from the hurt I was carrying. It was during this phase that I first heard about the Akashic Records. A friend of mine introduced me to the concept and suggested I book a session with a practitioner that she knew. The idea intrigued me, this cosmic library where all the knowledge about our souls, past lives, and potential futures is stored. It sounded like exactly what I needed. I remember my first session vividly. The practitioner described the records as an energetic space, much like a cloud, where we can access guidance and insight. She helped me connect to the records and explore some of the karmic patterns that had been playing out in my life, especially in my relationships. What I discovered was life-changing. Through the records, I began to understand that there were repeating cycles of pain and struggle in my relationships, and they weren't random. They were deeply tied to karmic lessons that my soul needed to learn. The records didn't just point out what was happening, they showed me how I could break free and move forward. In that session, I felt an incredible sense of relief and clarity. For the first time in a long while, I didn't feel so stuck. Over the following months, I continued working with the Akashic Records, exploring not only my past, but also the possibilities for my future. I started making better decisions, aligning myself with healthier relationships, and even rediscovering my purpose. One of the most remarkable things that happened during this time was meeting my current partner. Interestingly, when I first asked about them in the records, I learned that we shared past lives as siblings or close companions. This insight deepened my understanding of the connection we had, and a few months later, we became a couple. It felt like everything was aligning in ways I couldn't have imagined. This is a deeply personal moment from this journey because I thought I would never find love and be alone for the rest of my life. It was nothing short of a miracle for my life partner to show up. I truly believe that the work I had done in the records, combined with my own healing journey, created the space for this beautiful gift of love to come into my life. Over time, my connection to the Akashic Records grew stronger. I practiced regularly, and eventually, others started asking me to help accessing the records. What began as this personal tool for healing and guidance evolved into a passion for sharing this gift with others. As I delved deeper into the Akashic Records, I realized how expansive and transformative this tool could be. It was just about understanding my past or finding clarity about my future. It was about healing, evolving, and reconnecting with my soul's purpose. Over time, I knew I wanted to share this experience with others. The Akashic Records are often described as the universal library because they contain information about every soul's journey, past, present, and future. They provide insights into karmic patterns, unresolved issues, and the choices that lie ahead. They're not a rigid roadmap, but rather a dynamic guide that reflects the possibilities available to all of us based on our current path. What's fascinating about the Akashic Records is that they also reveal soul fragments. These are parts of ourselves that may have been lost or disconnected due to trauma, unresolved experiences, or past life events. Through the records, we can begin the process of reclaiming these fragments, bringing them back into harmony, and feeling more whole. Another aspect of the records that I find particularly exciting is their ability to help us uncover our spiritual gifts. Sometimes these gifts have been with us for lifetimes, waiting to be rediscovered. For example, you might have a natural talent for healing, teaching. Hello from Missouri, hi. Creativity that feels effortless. Chances are this gift has been cultivated across many lifetimes and is ready to bloom in this one. Now, let's talk about the Akashic Records and how they can aid in healing. When we access the records, we often receive profound insights about the root causes of our struggles. These can be related to childhood experiences, ancestral patterns, or even unresolved issues from past lives. By bringing these patterns into our awareness, we can begin to heal and release them, making the space for new possibilities. But accessing the Akashic Records isn't something that happens by accident, at least not for most people. While it's true that some individuals connect naturally through dreams, meditation, or moments of inspiration, many of us need a structured approach. This is where rituals, prayers, and guidance come into play. One of the most effective ways to access the records is through a connection ritual. This involves setting clear intentions, using a prayer or activation method, and creating a sacred space where you can connect. Think of it as opening the door to a vast sacred library with the proper respect and preparation. When you enter the records, it's important to approach them with an open heart and an attitude of curiosity. The records aren't a place for judgment or control. They're a space for exploration, growth, and healing. And they're guided by energies that are deeply loving and benevolent, ensuring that the insights you receive are always for your highest good. If you're feeling a little uncertain about accessing the records yourself, that's completely normal. When I first started, I also needed guidance and support. It's a practice that's become easier and more natural with time. The more you connect, the more you'll develop trust in your ability to navigate this space. As we move through today's session, I'll be sharing 3 keys to unlocking the Akashic Records. These keys will help you understand why the records are such powerful tools for spiritual awakening, identify the biggest obstacle that might be holding you back, and learn how to overcome those challenges. Let's dive into the first key. Why the Akashic Records are a powerful tool for spiritual awakening. The Akashic Records are more than just a collection of information. They are a direct link to the essence of who you are as a soul. By connecting with the records, you gain access to insights that can transform your understanding of yourself, your life's purpose, and the world around you. For example, you might start to see patterns in your life that once seemed random or confusing. Perhaps you faced recurring challenges in relationships, finances, or health. Through the records, you can uncover karmic or energetic cords and roots of these patterns and understand how to break free from them. This clarity is often the first step to creating lasting change. The records also help you reconnect with your soul's mission. We all come into this life with a purpose, though it's not always immediately clear what that purpose is. The Akashic Records can provide guidance, showing you the lessons your soul chose to experience and the gifts you're meant to share with the world. This process isn't about being told what to do. It's about aligning with your own inner wisdom and truth. What's truly beautiful about the Akashic Records is that they operate from a space of unconditional love. The guidance you receive is always compassionate, supportive, and aligned with your highest good. This makes them an incredibly safe and nurturing space for exploration and growth. Now, let's talk about the second key, the biggest obstacles to accessing the Akashic Records. All right, I'm just gonna throw out a question and maybe just answer in your mind. What do you think might be something that holds someone back from connecting with the sacred space? If your answer, if it popped into your mind, includes fear, self-doubt, or limiting beliefs, you're absolutely right. These are some of the most common barriers people face when trying to access the records. Many of us carry fears about not being good enough or doubts about whether we're capable of such a profound connection. Our minds can create stories that make us second guess ourselves. What if I can't do it? What if I'm doing it wrong? What if I don't receive anything? These fears and doubts are completely natural, and they're a part of being human. But it's important to remember that the Akashic Records are accessible for everyone here. There's no special qualification or ability required. You just need an open heart and a willingness to learn. When I first started working with the records, I struggled with the same doubts. I worried I wasn't spiritual enough or that I would be able to connect. But over time, I realized that the biggest obstacle wasn't the records themselves. It was my own fear of failure. What helped me overcome this was allowing myself to be guided. I had to surrender. I worked with experienced practitioners who supported me, reassured me, and helped me build confidence in my own abilities. If you're feeling uncertain, know that it's okay to seek support. Having someone to guide you can make all the difference, especially in the beginning. Finally, let's move to the third key, how to cut karmic ties and unlock the potential of the Akashic Records. Karmic ties are energetic connections to past events, relationships, or experiences that continue to influence us in the present. These ties can show up as recurring patterns, unresolved emotions, or even physical sensations. While some karmic ties serve to teach us important lessons, others may no longer serve us, and we can release them. The Akashic Records provides a unique opportunity to identify and release these ties. By understanding where they come from, why they exist, you can begin to dissolve their hold on your life. This process isn't about erasing the past, but freeing yourself from its grip so you can move forward with greater ease and clarity. When it comes to releasing karmic ties, the Akashic Records serve as a safe and sacred space for healing. They allow you to explore these patterns without judgment and from a higher perspective. For example, you might discover that a challenging relationship is tied to an unresolved dynamic from a past life, or that certain fears stem from ancestral trauma passed down through generations. Once you recognize these connections, the records provide the tools to release them. This might involve visualizing the energetic tie being cut, sending forgiveness to yourself or others, or simply acknowledging the lesson and choosing to let go. the act of consciously addressing these ties can have a profound ripple effect on your emotional and spiritual well-being. Another powerful aspect of the Akashic Records is their ability to help you reclaim lost fragments of your soul. Throughout our lives, and even across lifetimes, we may experience events that cause parts of our energy or essence to feel disconnected. This could be due to trauma, heartbreak, or significant life changes. In the records, you can gently call back these fragments, integrating them into your being and restoring a sense of wholeness. Let's talk about spiritual gifts. Many people come to the Akashic Records hoping to discover hidden talents or abilities. And the truth is, we all have unique gifts waiting to be unlocked. Some might find they have a natural talent for healing or guiding others. Others might uncover artistic or creative abilities that are ready to shine. These records provide clarity about these gifts and how to cultivate them. Now, you might be wondering, how exactly do we access the Akashic Records? While there are moments when people connect spontaneously, as I mentioned before, through dreams, meditation, or intuitive insights, most of us benefit from a structured approach. This involves creating a sacred space, setting clear intentions, and using tools like a connection prayer or activation ritual to enter the records. One of the most widely used tools is a connection prayer. Think of it as a spiritual key that helps unlock the door to this vast library of knowledge. A well-crafted prayer not only sets the tone for your session, but also ensures that you're approaching the records with respect and clarity. This practice helps create a focused and intentional connection. Once inside the records, the experience can vary greatly from person to person. Some people receive clear images or symbols, while others may feel sensations, hear messages, or simply have a deep sense of knowing. There's no right or wrong way to connect. It's about finding the method that resonates most with you. A session in the Akashic Records typically lasts anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes, though it can be longer if you're exploring deeper topics. The key is to remain open and curious, allowing the records to guide you rather than you trying to control the experience. It's also important to approach each session with humility and gratitude, as the records is a sacred space that should be treated with respect. As we move forward, I encourage you to begin thinking about areas of your life where you'd like more clarity or healing, whether it's relationships, career, health, or your life purpose. The Akashic Records can offer valuable insights. And remember, the journey doesn't end when you close the records. The insights you receive are meant to be integrated into your daily life, guiding you toward greater alignment and fulfillment. Another important thing to understand about the Akashic Records is that they operate from a foundation of unconditional love and benevolence. When you access the records, you're connecting with an energy that truly wants the best for you, your healing, growth, and evolution. This is why the insights you receive will never be harmful or frightening. Instead, they are meant to uplift, guide, and inspire you. I know there are misconceptions out there about the Akashic Records. Maybe you've heard of them. Maybe you're thinking about it. Some people worry they might encounter negative entities or energies, but that's simply not true. When we approach the records with the respect and the proper intention, they're deeply safe and a sacred space. If you follow the protocols and approach them with an open heart, you've got nothing to fear. There's also a myth that only certain people can access the records or that you need to have special abilities. This couldn't be further from the truth. The Akashic Records are available to everyone, regardless of background or experience. The only requirement is a genuine desire to connect and learn. This brings me to a simple but powerful affirmation I'd like us to say together. So I'm going to say it and then I'll prompt us to say it together. So here's the affirmation. I am capable of connecting with the Akashic Records. This affirmation is an important reminder that you are worthy and able to access this space. Okay, let's repeat it together out loud. Ready? Here we go. Say it with me. I am capable of connecting with the Akashic Records. Feel free to say it a few more times, letting the words really sink in. Trust that this ability is within you, just as it is within all of us. If you're ever feeling doubt, return to this affirmation as a way to ground yourself and strengthen your confidence. For those who are curious about diving deeper into the Akashic Records, training and mentorship can be incredibly helpful. When you're just starting out, having someone guide you through the process can provide clarity, reassurance, and practical tools for accessing the records. As you gain more experience, you'll start to trust your own connection and develop your own unique approach. I want to emphasize that this is a journey, one that unfolds over time. You don't have to get everything perfect right away. The records are patient, loving, and supportive. They'll meet you exactly where you are. Next, I'd like to share a short practice to help you to begin to feel the energy of the Akashic Records. This is a simple exercise designed to help you connect with your heart and start tuning into the subtle energies that surround you. Okay, so everybody ready? We're going to do this together. Just a small, short exercise. I want everyone to take a moment, sit comfortably with your back straight, rest your hands on your heart, and close your eyes. Let's take a few deep breaths together, inhaling slowly through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. So let's do that together. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Do that on your own a few more times. Keep your eyes closed. Feel yourself becoming more present with each breath. Now, as you continue to breathe, imagine a warm, glowing light radiating from your heart. This light represents your connection to the Akashic Records and the energy of unconditional love. Let this light expand outward, filling your entire body and surrounding you in a gentle, protective glow. Take a few moments to sit with this energy, letting it fill you with peace, confidence, and a sense of possibility. When you're ready, gently open your eyes and return back to the room. How's everybody feeling? Go ahead and put in the chat. Give me a one word. How are you feeling? as you put it in the chat, this is just a small taste of the energy you can experience when working with the Akashic Records. With practice, you'll learn to deepen this connection and access the wealth of wisdom and guidance they offer. As we've explored so far, the Akashic Records are a profound tool for healing, guidance, and transformation. But I want to circle back to something fundamental. What is your life purpose? Relaxed. I love it. Peace. Beautiful. Your life purpose isn't a rigid plan or a list of tasks you're obligated to complete. It's more like a guiding framework, something your soul chose to explore and learn in this lifetime. It can include the relationship you form, the lessons you encounter, and the unique gifts you're here to share with the world. The Akashic Records can shed light on this purpose. For instance, they might reveal why certain experiences keep repeating or why certain paths feel more aligned than others. Understanding your purpose doesn't mean all the answers will suddenly appear, but it does provide clarity and direction when you feel uncertain. Another fascinating aspect of the records is how they address karmic patterns. Karmic patterns are unresolved dynamics from the past lives or ancestral lines that can manifest as challenges in this lifetime. These patterns often teach us valuable lessons, but they can also become obstacles if we don't address them. In the Akashic Records, you can uncover the root causes of these patterns and begin to process breaking free from them. This isn't about bypassing your experiences, but about gaining wisdom to move forward with greater awareness and intention. Let's talk about soul fragments. This concept refers to parts of your energy that may feel disconnected or lost during past traumas or unresolved events. Perhaps a difficult experience in a past life or childhood might leave you feeling incomplete or disempowered. In the records, you can identify these fragments and gently call them back to reintegrate into your being. When you reclaim these pieces of yourself, you'll often notice a sense of wholeness and balancing returning. This process can also lead to greater confidence, creativity, and alignment in your life. The Akashic Records can also reveal spiritual gifts, as I'd mentioned, that are waiting to be rediscovered. Sometimes these gifts are skills or talents you've cultivated over many lifetimes. For example, you might have a natural ability to heal, create, or teach that feels second nature. By exploring the records, you can uncover these gifts and find ways to express them fully in this lifetime. One of the most important things to remember is that working with the Akashic Records is a practice of trust. Trust in the process, trust in the guidance you receive, and most importantly, trust in yourself. It's normal to feel unsure at first, but over time, you'll develop a deeper connection and confidence in your ability to access this incredible resource. Let's shift focus to something practical. How do you access the Akashic Records? While some people naturally connect through dreams or intuitive moments, most of us benefit from using a structured method. This often includes creating a sacred space, setting a clear intention, and using a connection prayer or activation ritual. Think of this as opening a door to a sacred library. You want to approach it with respect and preparation. A connection prayer is one of the most effective tools for accessing the records. This prayer acts as an energetic key, aligning your intention and creating a pathway to the records. Once you've entered, you can ask questions, explore specific topics, or simply sit in the presence of this profound energy. The experience of the records is unique for everyone. Some people see vivid imagery or symbols, others hear messages or feel sensations, and some have an inner knowing that guides them. There's no right or wrong way to connect. It's about finding what resonates with you and trusting the process. A session in the Akashic Records can last anywhere from a few minutes to even an hour, depending on what you're exploring. The most important thing is to approach it with an open heart and willingness to listen. The records are a space of unconditional love, and the insights you receive are always aligned with your highest good. Let's address one common concern people have when starting to work with the Akashic Records. What if I can't connect? This fear is completely natural, especially if you're new to the practice. Many people worry that they won't be able to do it right, or that they won't receive anything. But here's the truth. The Akashic Records are available to everyone. There's no special skill or gift required, only an open heart and a genuine desire to connect. If you feel blocked, it often has more to do with self-doubt or limiting beliefs than with the records themselves. Our minds can create all kinds of obstacles. I'm not spiritual enough. I'm not experienced enough. Or what if this isn't real? These thoughts are natural, but they're not true. The more you practice, the more these doubts will fade. One of the best ways to overcome these blocks is to use affirmations like the one we practiced earlier. You can say it with me. I am capable of connecting with the Akashic Records. Repeat this affirmation whenever doubt creeps in. It's a simple but beautiful way to remind yourself that this connection is your birthright. You are worthy and capable of accessing this sacred space. Now, let's talk about how to formulate questions when working with the Akashic Records. The quality of the questions you ask can greatly influence the clarity and depth of the answers you receive. Open-ended questions work best, as they allow the records to provide guidance in a way that is expansive and insightful. Here are a couple of examples. Instead of asking, will I get the promotion? Try asking, what do I need to know about my career path right now? Or instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Try asking, what lesson is my soul learning from this experience? These types of questions invite wisdom and understanding rather than a simple yes or no answer. They also help you focus on your growth and empowerment. Once you've formulated your questions, enter the records using a connection prayer or ritual. Take your time and trust the process. Sometimes the answers will come quickly, and other times they may take longer to unfold. Either way, know that the guidance you receive is always aligned with your highest good. Let's touch on an important topic. Why are the Akashic Records benevolent? There's a lot of misinformation out there about spirituality, and the Akashic Records are no exception. Some people fear that working with the records might expose them to negative energies or entities, but that's simply not true. The Akashic Records are a space of pure, unconditional love. They are guided by energies that want your highest good. They want your healing, and they want for your evolution. When you enter the records with the proper intention, you're surrounded by this benevolent energy. It's a safe and sacred space where you can explore without fear. This is why it's so important to approach the records with respect and an open heart. Now, I want to share a simple grounding practice to help you connect with this energy. If you're comfortable, let's do this together. Okay, so here we go. I want everyone to sit in a comfortable position, again with your back straight. Place your hands on your heart again and let's close our eyes. Take a few deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. So do that. Take a couple breaths on your own. As you're doing that, visualize a warm, golden light radiating from your heart. Let this light expand outward, surrounding your entire body in a cocoon of love and protection. As you sit in this energy, repeat the affirmation: I am capable of connecting with the Akashic Records. Feel this affirmation resonate in your heart. Take your time, and when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Okay. Let's explore a key element of working with the Akashic Records: trusting the process. When you first begin, it's natural to question the insights you're receiving and whether they're valid or whether you're truly connecting. This is a common experience, and the best way to overcome it is to continue practicing and allow your confidence to grow over time. The Akashic Records often communicate through subtle impressions, feelings, images, or even sudden realizations, like those aha moments. It might not always be a loud, clear message, but that doesn't make it any less meaningful. Trust what you receive, even if it feels small or fragmented at first. Over time, the pieces will come together and the connection will feel stronger and more intuitive. Another important aspect of this work is letting go of expectations. Sometimes we enter the records hoping for specific answers or outcomes. While it's good to have intentions, it's equally important to remain open to whatever guidance comes through. The records will always provide you what you need at that moment, even if it's not what you were expecting. Let's shift our focus to one of the most transformative aspects of the Akashic Records: healing through the records. When you access the records, you're stepping into a space of deep wisdom and compassion. This makes them an ideal tool for addressing emotional wounds, unresolved issues, and karmic patterns. Healing in the records often involves bringing awareness to the root causes of your challenges, which can be incredibly liberating. Let's say you discover a recurring fear or struggle that stems from a past life experience or an ancestral pattern. By understanding its origin, you can begin to release its hold on your present life. The records provide the insight and energetic support needed for this process, helping you move forward with clarity and freedom. One powerful technique within the records is forgiveness, whether it's forgiving yourself, someone else, or even a situation. Forgiveness is a profound way to release old energy and create a space for healing. The records offer a safe space to explore these emotions and let go of what no longer serves you. Another technique is cutting karmic ties. These are energetic connections that link us to past experiences or relationships. While some karmic ties are positive and supportive, others can feel heavy or restrictive. In the records, you can identify these ties, understand their purpose, and choose to release them if they no longer serve your growth. Now, let's discuss a practical application of the records. Exploring future possibilities, also called your future potential. The Akashic Records don't predict the future in a fixed way because we always have free will. However, they can show you potential outcomes based on your current path and choices. This insight can be incredibly helpful when you're facing a decision or feeling uncertain about your direction. For example, you might ask the records, What are the potential outcomes of pursuing this new career path? Or maybe another one. How might my relationships evolve if I approach them with more compassion and openness? The answer you receive can provide clarity and help you gain alignment with the choices that resonate most with your soul's purpose. As we begin to wrap up our exploration, I want to emphasize the Akashic Records are a tool for empowerment. They're not about giving your power away or relying on someone else to provide the answers. Instead, they're about reconnecting with your own wisdom and using that guidance to create a more aligned and fulfilling life. To close this session, let's revisit the 3 keys to working with the Akashic Records, summarizing everything we've explored today. Key 1, why the Akashic Records are a tool for spiritual awakening. The records provide unparalleled access to your soul's journey. They offer clarity about your life's purpose, insight into repeating patterns, and the wisdom to break free from limitations. This connection can awaken a deeper understanding of yourself and your path, empowering you to make choices that align with your highest potential. Through the records, you gain a sense of perspective that helps you see the bigger picture of your life. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable begin to make sense when viewed from the soul's perspective. This shift in understanding is often the first step in profound personal growth and transformation. Key number 2, overcoming the biggest obstacles. The greatest challenges to accessing the Akashic Records are fear, doubt, and limiting beliefs. These mental and emotional blocks can create a sense of separation, making it harder to trust the process. But remember, these obstacles are not permanent. They're simply part of the human experience. By using affirmations like the one we did, seeking guidance, and practicing regularly, you can overcome these barriers. Trust is a skill that develops over time, and every step you take toward the records strengthens your connection. Even if you feel uncertain, know that you're capable and deserving of this sacred connection. Finally, key 3, cutting karmic ties and unlocking your potential. The Akashic Records offers a unique space for healing and releasing what no longer serves you. By addressing karmic patterns, reclaiming soul fragments, and letting go of old energy, you create space for growth and new possibilities. This process is deeply empowering, allowing you to move forward with clarity, confidence, and a renewed sense of purpose. The records also illuminate your spiritual gifts and talents, helping you understand how to cultivate them in this lifetime. Whether it's a creative ability, a healing gift, or a knack for leadership, these insights can guide you toward living more authentically and fulfilling your soul's mission. As we conclude, I encourage you to take what you've learned today and reflect on how it resonates with your own journey. Whether you're ready to dive into the Akashic Records yourself or simply curious to explore further, trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be. If this session has sparked your interest and you'd like to take the next step, there are many ways to develop your practice and deepen it. You can explore books, join workshops, or even work with a mentor to gain hands-on experience. Remember, this is your journey, and it will unfold in its own divine, perfect timing. As we near the end of our time together, let's do one final grounding exercise to integrate everything we've discussed. Okay, you ready? Here we go. I'm going to ask everyone to close your eyes again and take deep breaths through your nose and exhale through your mouth. So take those breaths on your own. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and place your hand on your heart. Feel the warmth and energy within you. Repeat silently or aloud, I am capable of connecting with the Akashic Records. I am open to receiving guidance, healing, and love. Sit with this feeling for a moment. Let it settle into your body, mind, and soul. When you're ready, open your eyes and return to the present moment, feeling grounded and empowered. All right, I'm going to move forward. We are 3 minutes out from completing, and I want to be mindful of everybody's time, but go ahead and put in the chat how you're feeling after that grounding exercise. And before we wrap up today, I want to take a moment to share something truly special with you. Yes, I have something special. If you've been feeling a pull toward everything we've talked about, if the idea of unlocking the wisdom of the Akashic Records resonates with you, or if you felt stuck in certain areas of your life and are ready to move forward, then this is for you. I'm so excited to introduce the secrets of accessing the Akashic Records. It's a step-by-step program designed to help you unlock the infinite wisdom stored in this sacred space. This program has been carefully created to guide you through the exact process. You'll see it in the link that I've used to access the records and transform my life. It's been life-changing, as I mentioned. Imagine having clarity on your life purpose, breaking free from karmic patterns, healing past wounds, and manifesting abundance, all with the support of this powerful tool. The Akashic Records holds the answers you've been seeking, and this program will show you how to access them. This program is an opportunity to take everything we've discussed today and turn it into a transformative practice in your own life. The best part? It's available for you for just $97. Seats are limited to the first 50 people. So if this feels aligned for you, don't wait. Take the first step toward unlocking the hidden wisdom of your soul and creating the life you've always dreamed of. You'll see it in the link in the chat. There'll be a description with the link, and click on it to check the availability and secure your spot. I can't wait to guide you on this journey and witness the incredible transformation that unfolds in your life. Thank you all so much for joining me on this journey today into the Akashic Records. I hope you found inspiration, insight, and a sense of possibility. I'm so grateful and appreciative to share the space with everyone here, and I look forward to connecting with everyone again soon. And I want to wish everyone a very happy holidays. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much. Be well, everyone. Sending much love and light. Thank you, Gail. Happy holidays, season's greetings, and to an amazing 2025. Thank you, Sharon. My heart is full. My cup runneth over being with you all today. I am not kidding. Can you tell? I'm bursting with joy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Oh. Yes, don't forget to check out the link. Spots are limited. And for those watching the replay, I hope you're able to make it. We'll see you on the other side. Thank you, Landolph, for being a good teammate. Okay. All right, I'm going to end the stream. Bye, everybody. Okay, cool.